So welcome to today's video. We are taking a look at how to mix forest green from the supergranulating watercolors from Schmincke Horadam. Because I don't have the original color, we will start directly with the pigments. The first pigment is PG19. I'm using the one from Schmincke. I think it is named something like Cobalt Green Pure or something like that. Like the name already said, it is a cobalt pigment, so it is quite expensive, which makes this color definitely not cheap to buy or cheap to mix yourself. It is a very, the PG19 from Schmincke is a very light and bright green, but it is a pigment that can make greens from this very light green to a very dark needle tree green. So if you have a PG19 already but from another brand, it can look very, very differently. I do know, for example, that the version from Michael Harding is very, very dark, like a dark needle green. So alternative, you could also use a PG50, because there are some PG50s. You know it from cobalt turquoise or cobalt teal, but it also can make this light greens. The one from M-Gram, for example, looks like this green. So you could take a look at my cobalt green video in the playlist Pigments and Color Families, because there I have all the cobalt greens I did have at this time swatched out. So there are definitely some you can look at which could help navigate down the brands that look similar, even if it's not a PG19. So the other pigment is PBR 33. I think it is called mahogany brown, as it's also from Schmincke. That is a pigment that is very rare. Not a lot of brands to offer it. I think the only I just have in mind is Kusakabe. I have those one swatched in the single pigment video, the cool and the warm set. I do have it in the review playlist, because they have a cool version of the PBR 33 and a warm version, but even the warm version doesn't look like the Schmincke version. The Schmincke version is very reddish brown, and the warm version from Kusakabe doesn't have this reddish tint, so it still looks differently. That is also something to keep in mind. So yeah, those are the two pigments. The mixture itself is really easy to mix, so it is beginner friendly, but here comes the very, very big but. The end result, if you take a look at it, we have this muddy green. And yeah, we do have very, very hard to see some super small sprinkles of brown here and there. It is so small and not a lot, because you mix mostly PG19 with a hint of the PBR 33. It is barely visible at all. So we mostly have this muddy green, not a real color separation going on. We do have a nice granulation, but that's the thing here with this color. You could easily get this if you just buy a chromium oxide green, PG17, single pigment color. It's always, I think, a series 1, so cheapest pigment you can get, which makes it a lot easier and a lot cheaper and without any kind of mixing work to get such a shade of green. And it is also a granulating pigment, so you also do get the granulation, not only the color. So that makes this color, in my personal opinion, just so redundant. Why should I buy a expensive color if I can have it for a lot cheaper? Why should I buy expensive pigments if I can have a single pigment color that looks super identical, which is cheaper? Of course, you can always put some PBR 33 in your PG 17 or another similar granulating brown to get this super barely visible brownish tint into the PG 17. But yeah, to be honest, it is just, the color is so similar, in my opinion. It just doesn't make any sense to buy this color or the pigments just for the reason to mix this color. Of course, if you want to have the pigments just for themselves or for other mixing purposes, that's something differently. But if we are just thinking about the forest green, it is, in my opinion, just unimportant. And the PG 17 is a pigment that you get from most brands, so it is also something that is widely available, and so you can buy it from brands that are very affordable as well, like I think Rosa Gallery offers it. I definitely know for sure that White Nights offers it. I think Roman Schemal offers it as well. So yeah, why should you buy expensive colors or pigments if you can have something so similar that's very affordable from all the brands, but also widely available, so you can buy it from cheap brands and save yourself so much money and work, because you don't have the mixing aspect. I mean, it is simple to mix, but if you can get it a super similar result from a single pigment color, I just don't see the point. So that's my personal opinion to this color. It's not only nice to have, it is just completely don't know the word in English. Do I have to look it up? I'm so sorry. Sometimes I forget the words for the moment. I do know them, but unnecessary. Yeah, that's the word what I was missing. Sometimes I just can't remember in that moment. And every time I look the words up, I think, oh gosh, you know it. But okay, so it is just completely unnecessary, in my personal opinion, to even buy it, even for nice to have purposes, just because, like I said, if you of course buy the sets, there are the sets like you can buy a forest set with all the forest colors in it with, I think it is always 5 ml tubes, or no, with the regular, there also are the sets where you get 15 ml tubes. But yeah, if you get the tube that way, of course you can't say, now I want the set, but I don't want this color, just put it out and give me the money back. That of course doesn't work, but yeah, to buy it as a single color, I just don't see the point, to be honest. Yeah, that's my opinion. I would absolutely love to hear your personal opinion or experiences with the color. And yeah, like always, I really hope the video was interesting and helpful, and thumbs up or a follow is very much appreciated. It helps me so much. So thanks guys, for that, and I really hope you have a wonderful day, and to see you soon in another video. Bye bye!